Hello. Today's topic for discussion, we're going to discuss the booster dose. The second is going to be the booster mix and match. Those are the two topics we will be discussing. You know that for the last few weeks, that people have been getting their booster shots for COVID-19, known as the booster vaccine. Now, a lot of people may be asking, what is the booster? So what I like to do is give you a simplified version of it. Think about the fact that when your energy is very low and you're a runner or you're a biker or you're getting in for a long distance swim meet or something, you might take that extra 5-minute booster that comes in a bottle. You get that instant energized, and all of a sudden you get that perk, and you can go that extra mile. That is like an energy booster. So the booster is kind of similar to that in the sense that it gives your immune system an extra boost. So for those of you who have received your vaccines, first and second shot over the last 6 months, you will meet the criteria to go get that booster. Because over time, what happens is your immune system has been compromised and weakened. And the Delta variant also has contributed to the fact that there are a lot of people out there who are not getting their shots and therefore put people at risk for getting sick again, even though they received their boosters. So this is just an extra precaution where it can boost your immune system to be prepared for these various situations in case you were to come into contact. Now, the booster in itself are available in 3 brands: Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson Johnson. They are giving out the boosters for that. But those are basically specific to certain people. The 3 categories that boosters are for are, first of all, the first group is 65 and over. The second category is for those who are 18 and over who have underlying medical conditions such as cardiac issues, diabetes, kidney issues, respiratory issues, and so forth. They would be eligible to get the booster as well. Now, the third category is for those who are 18 and higher who are working in high-risk environments, such as if you work in a setting where you are in an area where you work with a lot of people and come into contact with a lot of people, such as a college or a university, where you have a mixture of a lot of students and teachers, perhaps maybe a medical setting, a hospital setting, or a factory setting. Those people would be considered high risk because they're in congregate settings. They would be eligible to get the shot as well. The CDC has also informed, as of last week, that they gave the approval for the Moderna and the Johnson Johnson to go ahead with their vaccines. Now, Pfizer was just approved about 3 weeks ago. Now, all 3 of them are available. And what's known as the mix and match program. So in other words, people are saying, well, what does that mean, the mix and match program? So I'm going to break it down for you. What it basically means is that if you will qualify for one of the 3 shots. So for example, if you decide that, you wanted to take any of the 3 booster shots, you can take one of any of the 3. For example, if your first shot was Pfizer and you got your first and second vaccine of Pfizer, you're fully vaccinated. But now say you wanted to take a Moderna booster, you can, even though you had a Pfizer vaccine for first and second shot, as well as a Johnson Johnson single shot, you can also get a booster regardless of who provides it, by Moderna or Pfizer or Johnson Johnson. That's called the mix and match. So regardless of whether your first and second vaccine was under one specific company, you're free to take the booster from any of the 3 companies. So they did some research as they started to give it out in the beginning, and they found that the statistics and the results have come back in, and they found that it's been very safe. But I would caution you and recommend to you that you speak with your physician first, because your physician knows best your basic history of your health conditions. So when you have that one-on-one consultation, basically you can explain and say, listen, doctor, I've had this shot and this shot. Would I be eligible for this shot? What is your recommendation? So for those of you who feel more safe by speaking with your physician, you may be more comfortable to do so. So go ahead and do that. So consult with your physician. It is a personal choice on which one you would get. Okay, I cannot tell you which one to get. The Department of Health cannot tell you which one to get. So the best opinion that you can get is from your physician. But I can assure you that all the research has been done, everything's been tested. They've had their group studies, and we're doing all this to basically, to beat COVID-19, because the positive rate has been going down since. But yeah, unfortunately, we're not where we want to be. So therefore, we're coming up with the booster shots because of the many people who have been refusing to get the shots, who basically can put themselves at risk and those around us at risk, even though we've received our vaccine. So the booster vaccine, regardless of what company that you got your vaccine from, remember, your booster can come from any of the 3 facilities, whether it be Moderna, Pfizer, or Johnson & Johnson. Now, these boosters will, enrich your immune system so that you will be ready to be fully protected. Now, suppose, for example, if you had Pfizer or Moderna and you had your vaccine, you only had 1 shot, your first dose only, you were considered not fully vaccinated. You would not be eligible to get the booster. In order to get the booster, you must have a total of 2 shots, unless it's the Johnson & Johnson. And then after that, you have to wait 6 months before you're eligible to get the booster. Okay, now keep in mind, there are many people who got the Johnson & Johnson, the 1 shot, they would prefer to get the booster. Those people should wait for the booster from Johnson & Johnson, and they have to wait at least 2 months before they can get that shot. I know that this could be very confusing. So what I've developed was a little cheat sheet for you to look at, a chart, which is easier for you to read, and it's self-explanatory, because a picture is worth 1,000 words. So basically, it will speak about the 3 different brands of the Pfizer, the Moderna, and the Johnson & Johnson. And then to the right of that, it'll give you the age category of each group, okay, between the ages of 12 and 18, which is on now Pfizer. They're offering it to people who are 12 to 18, and then 18 and above is offered by another one. Now, the green check mark means that you can go ahead and get the booster. If you see a red X, it means that you're not ready to get your booster. And it'll give the definition of why you should not get your booster. I hope that this graph or this chart will help you make your decision to come to an understanding. I hope that this is helpful. Again, if you have any questions that you want to ask, or you want me to come to speak to your group that you represent, I would be happy to do so. You can contact me at the following video phone number, which is below. Or if you prefer to send me an email, please send me an email at the following email address. Remember, your health is important, and it is important to stay safe and protect yourself and to protect others. Thank you.